Guys, do you guys want to see my trippy candle?
Are we live?
On Facebook.
Oh, hello, Facebook.
YouTube is opening.
How are you?
Yeah, Tubi.
So.
Ha! Fooled everybody!
That's tomorrow.
I made it seem like I was gone early.
Oh, you prankster gangster, you.
No prankster
Hashtag
gangster.
dad jokes.
Hashtag dad jokes.
Sorry.
Okay, there you go. Well,
Hi,
welcome
Mindy,
back.
Charlene, Tammy, Janice, Wendy, Kimberly, Shelly, Mary Alice, Bob, Dana, Sandy, Donna, Shelly, Lynn, Tura, Gina.
Man.
All right. Woo!
Did anybody miss me? It's been a whole, what, hour? 2 hours?
Tura says
Oh, my
hello from
goodness.
Norway again.
Ike,
Hello.
Allison, Becky, Donna, Jamie, Jazzy, Jennifer, Dad, Mrs. Rose, Paul, Paula.
Hi,
Sunshine.
everyone.
Okay, so
Good
I
to
have
see all of y'all today.
a confession.
Shout out to you, Gina.
I have a candle.
Here's Dave's candle he made. Show him how cool it is. Show him all the cool layers.
It looks so cool.
While everybody's getting on here. Didn't that turn out good?
Hi,
You're
Pamela.
a good candle maker. Good
Ow.
job.
Kim says, yay, cinnamon rolls. Great start to the weekend.
All right, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if everything's okay. I will tell you, we were skating in on the end. I was throwing my soap up on my Etsy store so you guys could order it because I had so many people who were like, oh, I love that soap. I love it too. I was wondering if I should sell it. All right, we're getting some people on here. We're making homemade cinnamon rolls today. And, homemade cinnamon rolls. Yeah, so we have a little problem.
Yes?
The cinnamon rolls aren't risen in the oven yet.
Well, that's going to be a real long show today.
I should have had Elly just buy some pre-made ones and pretend like they were my own, shouldn't I?
Oh, thanks for sharing the show, Donna. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Donna. Yay. Yeah, if you guys share, like, give us a thumbs up. That really helps us out to show more people. All the little happy faces that float along the bottom in the thumbs up, that helps Facebook show to other people. And I'm looking at these eggs on here and I'm thinking, man, that looks good. I didn't eat lunch. Okay, homemade cinnamon rolls. Oh boy, can I do this? All right, Dave, come down.
Whoa, so Facebook is now telling us,
What?
oh, how many people have reacted to the video, or how many comments, or how many people are watching.
Dave, can you? Oh, never mind. Let me do this. Okay, so I poured boiling.
Ginny wants to know if we can send the cinnamon rolls via a transporter. Dave, get down to the transporter room too.
I don't know, but I can tell you I'm going to have a lot of cinnamon rolls, so I would love it if I could.
Let's
Okay.
have another meetup and give everyone.
So how to tell if your water for your yeast is too hot is put your finger in it, and if you can't keep it in there, it is too hot. If you can keep it in here and it's very warm, that's exactly where you want it. I am just at that point. I'm going to add just a titch of cool water, like 2 teaspoons. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. I'm just measuring it. So I have it at 100 and, well, it's at 124. That's slightly hot. Hold on, let me add just another little bit. If you have a thermometer, you can measure it. It needs to be between 110 and 120, somewhere around there. So now I'm doing this as the recipe says, but I'll be honest, this isn't really how I make them. This has a couple of steps, and I have no idea why I put this in here, because it has a couple of extra steps that you don't really need to do, like scald the milk. You can scald the milk and it makes it taste good, but I don't. So I'm sort of following the recipe and I'm sort of not. I'll just show you how I make it, and then you can just figure out what you want to do on your own. All right. So I got the sugar and just a little bit of salt.
Why is my candle still not set up?
And well, it just takes a long time. Okay. So now we're stirring in the yeast.
Annie's wondering if the cinnamon roll recipe would work for something like orange rolls or raspberry rolls.
Yes, yes, it would work really well. Oh, that sounds so good. So if you're wondering, it's Dining on a Dime cookbook, page 76. Dining on a Dime, page 76. Now I also just take my 90-minute rolls and I'll use that recipe also for cinnamon rolls, and my basic bread dough recipe works really well for cinnamon rolls too. But I put in cinnamon rolls because that's what people wanted, so I did. All right, so I'm stirring to dissolve my yeast. Have mercy, I don't think I've talked this much in my life.
You never
Between
have.
today's live stream and now this live stream.
Are you feeling
Barb
like
says,
Pastor
I
Jeff
just
yet?"
ordered your soap eCourse. I bet you're tired, Tara.
Yes, I am pooped. So my soap eCourse, guys. Are we gonna have it done, dear?
It'll be a midnight.
It's gonna be a midnight run. But if you want my soap eCourse, you need to get it today. It is $20. And Mike and I both decided that I underpriced this a lot. And so it's going up to $29.99 tomorrow. I'm sorry, you're gonna scoot back. There, that's what I need.
Going up to $179.99 on Sunday. Just kidding.
Yes, just a minute. It's $20 today. Tomorrow it goes up to $29.99 when it comes out. And after that, we're going to leave it at $29 for a little bit. But guys, I'm going to probably raise it up to $39 or $49 because I'll be honest, we way underpriced this. There's a lot of content in here, and it's really good content, even if I do say so myself. All right, what did you want to tell him, Jack?
I am sick.
What? Oh, Dave? Can you
So
tell me-
everybody send Jack some love and let him know. Here, come over here, stand by Dad. You'll see all the love. Right there. See, watch.
Except,
You'll-
hold on a second.
Except we're
Mine-
frozen.
Mine is frozen, but Dave says that it's right.
Maybe
for
we
what
won't
it's-
have love. Okay, now,
Looking for the love.
is the
All right.
love coming?
Now we're waiting for the love.
There it comes.
All
See? See, they don't want you to be sick because they love you. Thank you, Elly.
Thank you, Elly. Aw, see, my sweet daughter went and got me.
But I didn't get any slushies.
Oh, we need to show them your backpack.
We have to pour it in a
when we're
different
done.
cup. We have to pour it in a different cup since you're
Don't
sick.
forget. Bring it up here so we don't forget. Okay, we don't normally buy a lot of pop, but today has been a very rough day, and Mike was like, please, go get me something. So,
Karen is asking, the eCourse is how to make soap.
the eCourse is how to make soap for beginners. It's a beginner's eCourse on how to make soap with 60-page ebook, 18 videos, 2 other how to make hot process and how to make soap for $5 bonus ebooks, and a Facebook group where I answer all your questions every day. I'll get on once a day at least and answer your questions, and there's a couple other soap makers in there too who will help out. So,
Oh, Jack, lots of people are saying hope you feel better soon.
okay, I need some too.
Thank you.
Jack,
Don't you sick
look at
too?
all the ice.
Oh, never mind. There you go.
She's trying to not make us sick before we go to Ireland.
And I just sucked
England
off
and-
his pop, and I'm getting Jack's stuff too. Okay, there you go. Sorry. All right, now. Oh, man.
Jonathan just joined us. Yay!
So Dolphin Man is having problems with somebody hacked his YouTube account.
What?
So that's why he hasn't been on lately, yeah. Okay, so in the recipe, it calls to scald milk and add 6 tablespoons of margarine and a half a cup of sugar. I don't do that.
I'm going to share the how to make soap eCourse link since it's only
Since it's the last day.
since it's the last day for the pre-sale.
I just pour in my yeast water. Did you see how nice and foamy that got? Okay, can they see that, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
See how nice and foamy your
Should I zoom in?
yeast is? And then I just warm up my milk and margarine in the microwave. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't even know why I put scalded in there, but I did. And then 6 tablespoons of margarine. I have butter right now, so that's what I'm using. I put margarine in the book because it's cheaper.
Not find the right.
And I'm sticking that in here just to warm it up.
Oh, Jazzy says cold and rainy in New Jersey, perfect night for cinnamon rolls.
Oh, it is here too. All right, and then I'm adding my sugar. Yes. Is there something else? Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Okay, so I'm dissolving my sugar. And then I go ahead and start adding my flour. So before my milk's in there, and then if my milk gets too hot, it won't burn up my yeast.
Hey, Mom.
What?
Is scalded milk just like bringing it to a boil, Amy?
Yeah, so if you want to follow the directions, to scald milk, you just bring it to a boil or a simmer and then turn it off, basically. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to have finished cinnamon rolls, guys. I don't know.
Oh, so on the candle, Rosemarie wanted to know if it's scented.
Yes, it smells like Amish quilt, so it's like a spice scent. It smells super delicious.
Dave Sandy said it was great, and Turid wants you to make more of them.
Maybe we should have Dave's candle business.
And Lois says, my grandchildren, Aiden and Jonathan, love your show. Hey, Aiden and Jonathan.
Hello, guys. Thank you for watching us.
Alliston says, I'm so gangsta.
Seriously though, this candle, like, it takes so long. Like, we had it in the freezer and it took an hour just for the first layer to set up.
Yep. It's crazy, huh?
Wax is like, it needs to get it together.
Okay, and then I just pour it all in. All right, Dave, can they see what I'm doing?
Well, let me zoom in so that I can
And I get going.
Jamie says she'll take cinnamon rolls, and she's probably standing by the phone just in case.
She's probably standing at our front door. And guess what I forgot? My eggs. So I'm going to plop those in there because I forgot my eggs. Breathe. Just breathe.
Come and rest.
At my feet.
And
Just
Oh,
be.
Allison, you can't buy our candles right now. We don't have any.
I'm
anymore.
sorry. I'm not making candles to buy. I just was making them to show. I had thought about making candles, but I can't add it to my to-do list at the moment because I wouldn't get it to done. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jesse was asking what a scalding will do for you. You said that it would
You know,
stay.
I have absolutely no idea what it does. I don't know. If anybody knows, tell me. That's one thing I have no idea. I do not know the answer to that question. So, Mother or anybody else who's on here, let me know if it does something. So I've got 2 cups in already. I'm adding another 2 cups. Let's just go ahead and add 2.5 cups.
Everyone is saying butter is way better for you. Butter tastes better and other stuff like that.
Jazzy said I made these once, but my yeast was dead, so they didn't rise. So I told the family they were cookies, and they were really good.
There you go. See?
That's
Waste
improvising,
not-
Jazzy. Good job.
Waste not, want not. I say go for it. I do that kind of stuff all the time. Oh, man. I don't know if my arms can stir.
Do you want me to stir?
Ugh.
You can check comments, and I'll stir.
Yeah, but I don't want you to ruin my cinnamon rolls. I worked so hard today.
What?
Okay, so now we're getting a really soft dough. And we're going to add another probably 2 cups of flour, but I'm going to start with 1.5.
I didn't know Karen was in Aurora.
Yes, she is.
She says it's raining there, too.
Yes. Oh, man, Mike and I were just saying how that's the one thing we don't like about Colorado, which, I mean, you can't complain because it's so dry and nice here. But, man, we never get rain, and it would be so nice to have rain again. And here we finally got some. It was just so glorious. Here. Oh, I can't.
Kim would like to know if almond milk would work.
If you want, it'll probably have an almondy taste. If you can't have milk.
That almondy taste might be good on
Yeah,
these, though.
it might be good.
Next time I make a candle live with you, can I please like put more colors?
Okay, so now, probably Dave.
Pam says, Tara, I love the way even when you're stressed, you still laugh.
I do? Do I laugh when I'm stressed?
It's because I make jokes for you.
Oh, okay. Oh! Okay, we have to tell you the joke for the eCourse as Mike was proofreading today. How Penny and Jamie missed this, I don't know. Next time I'm sending it to more proofreaders. You guys failed on the job on this one. Okay, so I knead in my bowl. Dave, they need to see me kneading.
Oh,
Thank you.
Well, they did before.
So I knead in my bowl so I don't have this huge dirty countertop, which is going to get dirty anyway with the, which is going to get dirty anyway with all the flour to roll it out, but it just saves me. Okay, so just keep kneading, and did you see how my hand stuck to it there? So that's why I got more flour. So I'm pushing it down, turning it over, push down, turn over, push down, turn over, push down. Turn over, push down. Turn over, push down. Okay, so see how that's sticky there? You want it, how do I say? You want it not sticky, but not stiff either. Okay?
You want it like Play-Doh.
Yes. Oh, perfect, Dave.
What?
Very good. Dave's
This is
right.
the recipe for Play-Doh.
You want it just like Play-Doh. Very good. Think the consistency of Play-Doh. See, you guys are so smart. Who do you get your smarts from? Your mom or your dad?
Dad.
Who do you get your looks from? Your mom or your dad?
Dad.
What? Where does that leave me?
I think he gets it from his Uncle Dave.
Oh, I'm sure.
I get the sickness from Mom.
Uncle Dave's
you
not
have
even
no
here to hear me
sense.
say that.
I know.
Pam says you want it smooth.
You want it smooth like Play-Doh, though. I mean, you don't want it sticking to your hands. Okay, so see how this is getting smoother as we're going along? Whoops, nope, see it's still sticking. Now, I usually half this recipe because this makes 2 dozen cinnamon rolls, and that's quite a bit. But
Are you gonna tell him your joke?
yeah, the kneading, I'll tell you my joke just a minute. The kneading takes, oh, did you see what I just did?
Yes.
Oh,
That was too bad the camera wasn't on your face. She just poofed a bunch of stuff right into her face.
oh
Can we get more
man.
of it?
Hey, Lucy. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Do you want me to zoom out but they can still see the bowl?
No, it's fine.
Just in case
Okay,
anything's getting
so
in
now
the
it's getting to the point where it's not sticking to my hands, and I'm making sure. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I have the energy to do this.
Do you want me to do it? I'm serious.
My mom used to have my dad do this. I should have had you knead it.
I used to knead bread for you and stuff.
You did. Oh man.
Uh,
Okay, now, can you guys see how smooth that is? I mean, that's really, it's slightly on the sticky side, but it's pretty smooth. Okay, see how that's smooth? Oh, now, I let mine rise in the bowl, and I take my cooking spray, and I flip it over. I spray the top, then I flip it over. Then, you can lift it back up to me. Then I turn my oven on its lowest setting, which is like 170, but my oven says when it gets to like 100 degrees, 115. I turn my oven on and let it get to 115. And then what do? And then I put it in my oven and I let it rise for the first rising. Then, after you do that, which is in here, oh, thank you.
decaf?
Why don't you give me all those pictures? Oh, no, wait. I made one already. I made one.
Let's turn it
I
off.
just need to drink it. Okay. Yes, just put the little button there. Okay, now. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to take a drink. Hold on, guys. I need a drink.
Well, it's not me. It was a bunch of our friends
Thank
were saying,
you.
like, Love said, tea time in a gnome mug.
Yeah, I did way too much today. I'm not saying
It's so
I can do it all because I can't.
It's so unlike you, dear, to do too much.
Funny. Very funny. Okay, so now...
Jamie knows where I'm at. Go ahead.
So does my mother. Okay, so now I have my dough that has already risen. And you're going to say, what? Is that all the higher it gets? Can they see in there, Dave?
There it is.
This I did is a quarter batch. So I made a half batch. I split half of it and the cinnamon rolls are in there rising now. And this is the other half that I'm showing you. So this is a quarter batch. So if you can imagine, this whole bowl would at least be full. So make sure you have a good sized bowl, okay? So, but this dough was about this big when I put it in the bowl, okay? So now I'm gonna sprinkle on my, whatever this stuff is called, flour. And this is in the Dining on a Dime cookbook on page 76, again, for those of you just joining us. And I'm spreading it out. So it takes about 30 to 45 minutes for it to rise. Now, I'm going to start rolling it out.
Here, do you want me to do that?
Well, I think I can get it. I don't know.
Karen thinks that you should let me do it.
Well, you can do it if you want. I just don't trust you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you don't
I
trust
want them
me?
to taste good.
Thanks.
I love you anyway.
I don't have trouble cooking.
You can rub my neck and shoulders and arms when I'm done. Okay.
Karen, are you asking for the link for the buying the soap or the soap eCourse? I'm going to share this buying the soap first because I thought maybe that's what you meant.
Okay, now. Oops, wait. I got a step ahead of myself here. Hold on. Just a second. All right, so you roll it out. Did you need me? Oh, okay. And then you take your butter. Is this one? This one's probably better. Okay, and I just do this. I liberally put on butter. Now, you can put brown sugar in here if you want. Do you guys want brown sugar cinnamon rolls or do you want regular ones?
Okay, whichever one you have made.
Okay, well, I've got regular ones in there now. Okay, can you grab me the brown sugar? Okay, so I have regular ones in there. So I'll show you how I do the... Now, Julia cooked with her hands. I can cook with my hands. Oh dear.
Looks like we need to go with that video.
Okay, so can you please go find the How to Soften Brown Sugar by Michael Kellum.
Yeah, you just...
This great YouTube channel called Living on a Dime has how to soften brown sugar. You should check it out. There's this handsome guy on there and he's pounding it all over the place and he just looks so like Hercules or something on there.
Oops. Except I typed in brown sugar on YouTube and not on our page. And I'm not sure we want to share all those.
Oh dear. Okay, let's see. All right, so then I'm just going to add a little bit because I don't feel like walking back over there. This has the cinnamon and sugar already mixed. We're going to make these really sugary. This is my own mix. I just mix up cinnamon and sugar and just leave it in here all the time and just use it for cinnamon toast or whatever. Now, I fold over my ends first, okay, so that all the stuff doesn't ooze out the ends. And then you just roll up like this.
Liberally roll.
Sharing that link right now. How to soften brown sugar.
How to soften brown sugar. Oops, I got a little bit too much flour.
With like Mike's little silliness at the beginning.
Well, man, how with that much sugar flour did it stick? Okay, so now...
Oh, Karen, I'm sorry. I'm going to share that soap course. I chose the wrong one.
Hold on, let me clean up a little bit of my mess so you can see.
Okay, so Karen and anyone else who wants to know, the soap eCourse link I'm just pasting in right now.
And the soap eCourse is only $20 until tonight, guys. After tonight, the price is going up to $29. And in a little while, after we get all the bugs out and we're really sure it's working good, it's going to go up to $39 or $49 because we way underpriced it. You guys are getting a good deal. But since you're our first experimental group, how does that make you feel? Okay, now I'm going to take my new beautiful pan that we got from Margaret.
Your mom was saying they should sign up to be notified when it's done, but you can actually buy it now.
Yeah, you can actually buy it now. Okay, so now let me show you.
Got the knife. God, watch out.
So these are risen, and I'm gonna go ahead and bake them. But see how poofy these are?
They are risen indeed.
They.
Sorry.
I knew that was gonna happen. I felt it.
Sorry.
Just suck it.
I had to give you a laugh just before.
Okay, where was I? Okay, so those were about this big. And you saw how poofy they got, okay? So I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. And you can make them as big as you want or as little as you want. So, but you can make them super, super big or super little, whatever.
So Elly knew that was coming, huh? Lisa says, I ordered your famous book a couple weeks ago. Can't wait. These look so yummy. I'm going to make them
Wait!
my home and daycare.
You ordered a couple weeks ago. You should have it by now. It only takes 10 days to 2 weeks. Please send me an email because it maybe got lost in the post office, which the post office has been doing a lot of. It's not my fault, guys. Seriously. I get them mailed and the post office...
Jaws works at the post office.
Yeah, Jaws works at the post office because literally the post office is just shredding my packages. I'm so mad. Okay, now, normally when I make a big batch, like I said, this is a quarter of a batch. I will use 2 of these pans, at least. But since this is a quarter batch, they're not all. So what I'm going to do is leave these in here and wait till the other ones get done. And then you put them in the oven. Go ahead, Dave. And you bake them for 20 to 20, or let them rise again for about 30 minutes to an hour. And then you bake them for 20 to 25 minutes. And then you can make a buttercream frosting and put on there. Or eat them plain.
Cream cheese frosting.
Or cream cheese frosting.
Can you take the label off?
That would be so good. So anyway, okay. So I'm gonna, that's how you make cinnamon rolls, guys.
Yay.
Super simple. Now, let me clean this up just a second while Mike's asking me questions because I want you guys to see what BJ and Elly did. It's crazy.
Oh, Mrs. Mape says it's nearly midnight here in UK. Thank you for being here even though it's so late.
Oh my.
We had a couple questions. Well, actually, where was that? Shelly said that she did make these using almond milk and it turned out very good and it didn't taste much like almonds.
Oh, good.
And Holly
Good.
said I made cinnamon rolls with almond milk and they were delicious.
Yay.
And-
Yeah, the almond would probably add a good flavor. Now that you say that, I wasn't really thinking about it, but yeah.
And a lot of people were saying, like Steven said, some baking recipes call for scalded milk. Milk brought nearly to a boil and then cooled down. It makes yeast spreads lighter and sponge cakes springier. Also helps dissolve sugar and melt butter, extracts the most flavor from vanilla bean, cinnamon, citrus peels, and other flavor agents.
Well, there you go. I had no idea that's what scalded milk did.
And a number of other people, like Charlotte said and Mary Alice, said pretty much the same stuff.
Wow. Okay.
And Lona said, I made the bread recipe kneaded in a bowl and it worked really well.
It does work really, really well to knead it in a bowl. It works really good. That's my favorite way to do it. Not so messy.
Jazzy wants to know, could it become diabetic by using Splenda for baking?
Yes, you could. Yes, you could.
You could make that a diabetic version?
Well, if you use the seal.
It's like going to the candy store. And...
I'm sorry, it's not going to taste the same, but you can do it, and it's you know, it's as close as you can get for food with
like,
Splenda in it.
It's like going to the candy store and saying, "Can I have like a hamburger?" Instead?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I got that all out of the way. Okay, so Elly, come, go get your thing. So Elly and BJ, you guys got to see what Elly and BJ did.
Allison said you should have named your cookbook the only cookbook you'll ever need.
It is. It really is the only
yeah.
cookbook you'll ever need. Yeah, we should have titled it that. Maybe we should change the title to that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
You do what I think
Come tell the
you do.
story about how we found it.
Backstory. So, backstory.
When I was a child.
When I was a wee young lad.
Last year.
Lass. You're a lass.
Yeah,
Last.
or last, excuse me. Yeah, that's the story. Just kidding. Wasn't being serious. Okay, anyway. So, so last year, Mom and I were garage sailing, and so this person was selling this for like $1 or $2. I can't remember. Yeah, so I was like, yay, I want it. But then I realized one of the wheels was missing. And of
After
course,
we bought it.
right after I bought it, and I asked Lane, she was like, nope, I have no idea where the wheel is. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I had no use for it, so I just kind of kept it in my room, which probably was a bad idea, but whatever. So fast forward to now when I actually do need it, and it still has no wheel because it did not magically appear like I hoped it would. Unfortunately, it didn't, and I wanted it to, but you know, like you can do anything you set your mind to, but it didn't happen. So
You can't make wheels appear out of nowhere.
So
You
anyway.
didn't just grow a wheel?
No, unfortunately not. So anyway, today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a wheel on there because we have these rollerblades that I always yearn to learn, and I never did. So
I got those for $1 at a garage sale.
yeah, so I unscrewed one of the wheels from the rollerblade, and I was like fiddling with the bottom, trying to figure out how to like put it in, and of course, like they manufactured it or whatever, so you can't modify it at all. So BJ saw me struggling.
Oh.
And he came down with his giant drill and was like, let's burn it off. So so we drilled through like the little thingy that was holding or that we needed to take off to put the other wheel on, and we managed to get it
Set
on.
it on
after,
here and let him see it.
after like 30 minutes we managed.
Here, set it flat. Like this.
Okay, there.
Like that.
So after like 30 minutes, can they sit down?
Dave, can they see?
That was kind of hairy. But anyway, so sorry, that's gonna gross.
Needs a shave.
So after 30 minutes, we finally got that rollerblade wheel on, and it totally matches perfectly, and it goes perfectly. So it like was not meant to be modified.
See, this is the original. There's the other one.
And they made it like really, really, really hard to get these off because we had to get this component off and whatever, but we finally did it.
So how did you do it? Did you put a bolt in there or a screw or what?
Well, we had to take, so this was not on there, but we had to take this whole thing off, and it had like, I don't even know what it was called, like just some kind of metal piece.
Rivets. It had rivets in it, he said. Is that the piece you're meaning?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Just had this little metal piece that we couldn't get out and wasn't meant to be taken out, so we just drilled it off. Shaved it off onto the floor. And yeah, so.
Jamie is wondering
It
if
works.
there's a cream cheese frosting recipe.
I don't know. Go search something on time.
But yeah.
So they saved with about what, 30 minutes worth of work maybe took you? 30 minutes worth of work. They have a really nice suitcase.
Woo!
Now, did you walk it around the block and make sure that nothing falls off or anything like that? I think you, and it's raining.
yet.
Today
No, I
would be
didn't.
perfect. It's raining. It's going to be just like Ireland.
That's true.
So go walk around the block and see how it goes.
Well, I walked
We'll
out
get our
into
first
the street,
test
so.
from Victoria Station to
I know.
Yeah,
but
that's
you
true.
have to test it
That's true.
before.
Yes.
But yeah,
Good job, Elly.
it was mostly
Yay.
BJ. BJ was the one that figured out how to just burn it off, basically. So we did that.
Oh, Mom's gone. I needed to tell her. Actually, that was really nice of him to help you, but Ellie's, they're both pretty awesome at figuring out this stuff.
Yeah.
But BJ just likes a good challenge.
Yeah.
And even though he hassles Ellie a lot,
He's pretty smart.
he still likes to
Help
maintain
him.
that little...
Help his baby sissy.
What's really funny about BJ and Ellie is the top of her head has been at his nose ever since they were like 2 and 3. They've kind of grown up height-wise together, and now he's kind of at his height and she's at her height, and they both stopped.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
well,
So that was a pretty good deal. We thought for not even $2, 2 things she was going to throw away, she was able to fix it.
so dear Anna says, greetings from Sweden at 1 a.m.
Sweden! I went to Sweden and I loved it there. I spent a summer in Sweden. I went to go to college and I was going to go to college and then I got really sick and I had to come home. But I love Sweden. They have gorgeous flowers there.
And I was here waiting for you. Oh,
And
wait.
then you were here waiting for me.
Tara Jean, or Ellie. Michelle says, Ellie is such a sweet girl. All the kids seem like really great kids.
Yay.
She's
Thank
getting more
you.
excited as we're getting ready to fly across the pond.
What did I say? And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
Oh, I can't wait either.
Jamie's wondering if there's a cream cheese frosting recipe.
I have
in
absolutely
the book.
no. Oh, in the book. No, probably not because it's expensive. I'm pretty sure I did it. Did you look on Living on a Dime?
Hey, and Jamie also says, good job, Ellie and BJ. I did not. Let me look.
Check on Living on a Dime.
Oh, well, obviously I should have looked on that website.
I
Those people
know.
are cool
Living
over
on a Dime is the best place ever. I'm sure I don't because, yeah.
Cream cheese frosting?
Yeah, because we did only super, super cheap stuff in Dining on a
Buttercream
Dime.
frosting. Doesn't look like it.
No, we don't. I'm sorry.
Buttercream frosting? That's probably not the same.
Yeah. I make it similar to buttercream. What I do is I just put a pack of cream cheese in there with a teaspoon of vanilla and 2 or 3 cups of powdered sugar and 2 or 3 tablespoons of milk, and that's how I do it.
Ellie. So Wendy said it was midday down in New Zealand, and I said, we'd like to come see the midday there, and she said, you'd be welcome.
Ellie wants to go to New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand.
That's Ellie's next plan after Ireland. and
That's Ellie's
England
next
and
item on the
Scotland.
bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oren says, where there's a wheel, there's a way.
Ah, that's good. I get that.
That's
I got
awesome.
that.
That's pretty
That's
good.
funny.
Megan says, geniuses.
That was good. I'll tell you that.
BJ will appreciate that. He might even implement that in one of his videos.
That's funny. Okay, so I told you guys I would cut my soaps. It's only been, 2 hours, but I had it outside. It's fairly cold today, so it set up pretty quick. Now, I'm only going to do half of it because I don't have the other camera up, but I will do that.
So in response to Wendy's comment, Megan said, wait, why did you guys not get excited when I said Oklahoma? She said, haha, kidding. You know, like...
That's awesome.
I get it.
Because we were talking to Wendy about how exciting it would be to come to New Zealand.
Oh!
We've been close to Oklahoma, Megan, and Wichita. And,
Yeah, we lived in Wichita. We know what it's like there, Megan. Sorry.
well, it's...
Just kidding. They have lots of pretty red soil.
Yes. Wendy's asking how long of a plane ride to UK. It's 9.5 hours. We have a direct flight, which is amazing. I've never ever had a direct flight anywhere before.
Really?
I didn't even
Yeah,
look at this.
really.
This is from Susie from Frederick, Colorado.
What?
Yeah.
Like
We
right
could
there.
have picked it up.
So we didn't see Susie, did we, at the meetup? I don't think. No, we didn't. I enjoy watching your shows. You'll probably get quite a few from Colorado, but I thought this was nice. I love watching you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My husband loves all the new things I am making. Thanks for writing it. Wow! Yes, Susie, next time we'll have to meet you at our meetup. We have not gotten any Colorado ones, actually. Let's see. So this is the magnets that we're collecting for my son. Oh, that is cool.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh,
Wow,
that's awesome.
there's the Royal Gorge right there.
Oh my goodness, thank you. She's going to love that. Okay, so it's kind of ironic. On the back it says Made in Canada.
Oh, that's the other day I saw.
Oh, that is so cool. Thank you so much.
So, just this reminds me. The other day, just out of curiosity, we were looking on Airbnb in Colorado because we live here, and we were wondering how much do people pay for the Airbnbs here. And there was one in Estes Park, Colorado, and I was looking through the pictures, and they had a picture of the mountains in Banff, Canada. And I was thinking, that's not Estes Park.
That's lying.
It was so obviously not Estes Park.
So in case you're wondering, we're collecting magnets for my sister-in-law who loves refrigerator magnets.
Oh, look, Shayla.
And and so we're going to give them to her as a gift, and we asked all of our viewers to send us refrigerator magnets to add, and we're going to give her a big collection. Well, so far we have, and I was going to get all of them for today, and I forgot. So far we have Maryland, Ohio, Australia. Cindy sent us some from all over the world. And then my brain has left me and I can't remember what the other ones are.
I had quite a few.
Yeah, we've had quite a few. Oh shoot, I can't remember what any of the other ones are because my brain is dead. If I think of them, I'll tell you guys. But so far we've gotten quite a few. So, okay, so now I'm going to cut my soap from this afternoon. I'm only doing half of it.
Susie likes your storytelling, Al.
Yes.
Ooh, what's that smell? It smells like bread and cinnamon.
Cinnamon rolls.
Ah.
So that's my tea tree.
Oh, Kathleen says you folks are so nice. Thank you.
Well, thank
Kathleen.
you.
Darla said, but Elly had the rollerblade idea to start with.
She did.
Yeah, and Mom told me I couldn't. She was like,
I'm sorry.
She was like, just go do a different suitcase, and I was like, no, this is going in the garbage anyway. Might as well tear it apart with one
Try
last
it.
attempt. And then BJ finished it, so.
Wow, everyone loves your story, Elly.
Woo!
And Phyllis says we should have a great trip.
I
We're
think
looking
you
forward
will.
to it.
Here.
If you
Sit
don't
my
die
lap.
of a heart attack from stress
Yeah.
from doing business work before you leave.
Here, sit
Oh
on my
man,
lap.
you know, it was so much less responsibility when I was 16 and I just had to step on an airplane and go. Now it's like, oh, I gotta get all this work done before we go.
We still don't have any videos to do for a while. He's gone.
Will you guys forgive me if I haven't gotten everything done? by
So
the
it may
time
be up to me to do them, which could be interesting. Not yet, but they're cooking.
No, I think you should take a big
Oh.
bite.
Oh, stop. Okay, so there's my tea tree, guys. Yum, that smells delicious. Now, turn your head.
Oh,
This is oatmeal and honey. And it has oatmeal and honey in it. Yeah?
Phyllis says this house is exciting.
Oh, is
Thank
that what you
Phyllis.
call it? Exciting? I call it something else, but okay.
And Susie wants to know if we have a recipe for stuffed bell peppers.
On the website we do. Not in the book, but I do on the website. Whoops, so I kind of got a hole on that one for my sample.
I'm going to it now.
Mm.
Oops, except I typed it in wrong.
Wait, let me see.
Oh, it smells like... Oh, hold on. Here, let me cut another one. Just
The
a second.
fast, the
Oh,
fast
what's on
one.
this side?
Fast stuffed peppers.
Is that like...
Oatmeal and honey.
Is this the one you need?
Oh.
Yes. Yes, we have one on our website. Oatmeal and honey. Yum. That turned out better than I thought it did.
Okay, who did I say? Susie? Was that right? I have to go back and look. Okay, Susie, I'm going to share that stuffed peppers recipe in the comments right now. So there it is. And I'm sharing it on YouTube too for everyone else who would like to know.
So I had an almost
look good.
2-hour-long Facebook Live today making soap. And some people actually stayed with me the whole time. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Nope.
Rebecca says hi from Wichita, Kansas.
Oh!
We used to live in Wichita.
My
We know Wichita.
And she has a picture of the Keeper of the Plains on her Facebook.
Ooh, we know where that is too, don't we? Walk down there. BJ did some drone footage there.
Tammy says, come to Alberta and we can do a tour of Banff.
Oh.
We'd love to. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way.
So is Alberta like the state?
Yeah, but they call it a province up there.
There you go. That's oatmeal and honey. Yummaramo. I think they turned out good. Can you sit that over there for me?
Has Jack been in here yet?
Yeah, he was just in.
Oh, okay. Because Patricia
Okay.
said, there he is. Was wondering when the smell would reach him.
Yeah, let me check my cinnamon rolls. I think they're almost done. Just a second.
Pam wants to know, will the recipes for these soaps be in the eCourse? She says, I love
Yes.
tea tree oil.
Yes.
Yes, they are,
Well,
Pam.
no. Okay, hold on. Just a second. Let me qualify
She's
that.
going to have to qualify that. Meanwhile, I'm sharing the eCourse link.
So, in the How to Make Soap for Beginners eCourse, I have the oatmeal and honey soap is in there. That recipe is in there. But I did not go into fragrances or colors very much. But I do list in the recipe the fragrance amount so that if you want to add fragrance, you can just put it in, follow the directions, and just put it in at the end. So, yes and no. There's not a specific recipe for tea tree oil, but you can just buy it, and I get mine at Amazon, and put it in there as you're making the soap. So, yes.
And Eileen is asking in the maple chicken, do you use real maple syrup, store syrup, or dining on a dime homemade syrup? I didn't know there
Whatever
was.
I have on hand. So, yeah.
Although somebody sent us some real syrup the other day, and it was really delicious, but it was really yummy, but wow, for the cost. Dave just drenches his stuff with syrup.
Well, we were trying to save it for Nan, and then the kids started eating it.
We still, we did, didn't we?
How did I never hear about this?
Well, there's some in there if you want to try it.
Seriously? Ooh.
Okay, so I let these go about 5 minutes too long because I wasn't paying attention, but there you go. Now, I don't always frost mine. If I cook them just a little too long like I just did here, I will just take and rub a little bit of butter on top. And then we'll let them cool. And then...
Wendy is hypnotizing you by saying goat soap, goat soap, goat soap. Goat
Goat
soap.
Oh, I
soap.
have some goat milk
Goat soap.
actually that I'm going to be making some goat's milk soap. Actually, I might be doing that. Well, maybe not next week, but maybe the week after when Mike's gone. Yeah, actually, I have that on the
next
list.
week too.
Yeah. Okay. So then I just rub, if I don't frost them, I rub a little bit of, whatever you call this, butter on there. And there you go. Now, just so you can see, this is almost done for the first rising. Can they see that, Dave?
Yeah, I can.
You really want this to go so that in this size bowl so that it's just poofing up over the bowl, okay? So, there you go.
So Wendy
That's how
said,
you make it.
9.5 hours is not too long a
Thank you.
flight. That's true, Wendy. When I was 16, I went with a school group, and it was like 18 hours of flying because we had 3 stopovers, 4 separate flights.
You almost wish it was longer so you could get some sleep.
Well, this is the longest flight I had then though was 7 hours, but it was like 4 different flights, and this time it's one continuous flight. So, although Sue said we have to be careful not to get caught up in the movies and forget to sleep.
Well, I
Yeah.
was thinking, I totally forgot, or like, we leave at 7:30 and arrive at like 10 or 11 or something in London, and I was like, oh, that's easy, that's like not too bad. But then I realized that's 4 o'clock in the morning here. I'm like, that's pretty early.
I told them they need to start going to bed like at 9 and then 8 and then getting up like at 6 and 5, but that hasn't been happening.
Well, you just told me
That's because
yesterday.
somebody's been working overtime.
Well, you don't have paid vacation.
Yeah, the other night I was up till after midnight working on the Soap eCourse videos.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
We do not have an Illinois one yet, so that would be great. We would love one. If
And-
you guys are on YouTube and you want to do a shout out for your channels, please go for it. We have a lot of homestead people on here that have some really great YouTube channels, guys. So Bandana Grandma's always on here, and Big Bear Homestead and Big Family Homestead. They're all real good. An Old Fashioned Life. I can't remember who else is on there. So do yourself a shout out if you guys have a YouTube channel, and put it in the chat for everybody to find you.
Wendy says I have some magnets from New Zealand. I have sent some magnets from New Zealand, so I hope they get to you.
Oh, that'll be great.
Although
Well,
I
if they don't get here in
If
time,
they get to us, they may not get to the other destination.
Nah.
we're trying to give them to her maybe, I don't know, maybe Memorial Day weekend. I don't know. We'll see. So that's what? That's 8 weeks still. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Barb wants to know where to stay cheaply in Estes Park.
You don't stay cheaply in Estes Park.
Well, I was surprised because we were looking in Ireland and Scotland and then England, and it's like $50, $70 a night to stay in a lot of the Airbnbs. So we were looking at the Airbnbs in Estes Park. It was like $400, and I was thinking
Seriously?
that's more than a hotel.
So why we were looking?
We go in the off season though.
Yeah, why we were looking was at the moment we have 3 teenagers. So if we buy a house, we've got 3 teenagers who may or may not be moving out in the next year or so. Emily might go to college. BJ might. Elly doesn't want to yet. But we're like, if we move, we still need 5 or 6 bedrooms. And 5 or 6 bedrooms. And so we were like, well, when the kids leave, what are we going to do with these bedrooms? We thought, well, maybe we could do Airbnb, which might be a good idea. So we got to tell them about them staking the book. Oh my goodness. And if you guys are on Instagram, you already saw it.
Well,
So
there was
Dad's
just,
proofreading along.
and it says things that you need to have prepared for your soap, and then one of the things on the list was bowels. Bowels.
Oh my goodness.
So I hope you guys have your...
TMI.
I was thinking, do you have to have your bowels ready for making soap? I don't know.
It's gonna be long and tiring.
Maybe if you wash your mouth out with it, I guess, but...
So we were frantically proofing and editing some more just before the show started, and there'll be a little bit more tonight.
I don't know how Jamie and Penny both missed that one. That was just too funny. I had them proofread for me, which I thank you guys. And, yeah.
So Kathleen says Airbnb has become a place for hotels and realtors to advertise rooms and houses, and the small print admits that their descriptions may be inaccurate. That's true,
Oh.
but what we've noticed about it is that we were only looking at the ones that had a lot of 5-star ratings.
Oh yeah.
So we look at ones that there's like 48 5-star ratings, and even so, we're still anticipating there could be something unexpected when we get there. So we're gonna make, but we thought that'll be good fodder for the vlog.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can make videos explaining to people what our
Oh,
experience was.
Sullivan, you are tired. I hope your husband's doing well. Oh dear, he was in the hospital.
Ah.
Aw.
Let's see. Are you ready for more?
Sure.
Oh, Barb lived in Wellington, Kansas.
Oh, we know where that is.
Well, Jennifer says I always get a little confused when Banff's mentioned because there's a town in Scotland with the same name. Canada is on my wish list to visit. Isn't it funny? Jennifer in Scotland is wishing to visit Canada. Anna in Sweden said she was wishing to visit the United States. And here we're going over to UK
Oh
and
man, I
Ireland.
love Sweden, Anna. I absolutely loved Sweden when I was there. As a matter of fact, I had planned on living there. I hadn't planned on coming back to the
What?
United States.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Elly?
I packed as if I was going and not coming back, and then I got sick and had to come home.
Amy T gave us the name of an animal for you to Google. Quokka, world's happiest animal. She said you'll love it. So
Quokka.
we'll have to have you
That
see it
sounds
later because
familiar.
the spelling is unusual.
Wait,
So
where's my phone?
Vicky says I love your soaps. They're beautiful. Rosalind says LOL. I don't put bowels in my soap.
I don't put bowels in mine either.
Well, the thing is, I'm usually the one that proofreads the most particularly, but also I'm the one that's usually the most intensely busy with all kinds of things. And so other people proofread this, and I was just kind of going through it and finding most of it was really minor stuff.
was it?
But that one just jumped out at me. But we've had things where...
We had the panty list in Dining on a Dime one time.
I was going to say, I caught the panty list before it went out.
Thankfully.
It was a pantry list, but they left the R out. And the thing is that the spell checker won't catch those because
Yeah.
that's a real word.
Yeah.
So we've had some that were super embarrassing where it was a different word but it was still correctly spelled, so the spell checker didn't
Yeah.
catch it.
Yeah. What
Oh
do you
my
think?
goodness.
Is it delish?
Yeah, pretty good. No, I want to make cream cheese frosting after that.
Come on. Keep going.
It's good,
Okay,
but I
so-
love cream cheese, so.
So Kathleen says, many towns and cities in the U.S. and Canada have the same names as European ones with the word new.
Yeah.
She said there's a Paris in America. Actually, there's a Paris in Texas. And when I was growing up in Texas, there was, I think I mentioned this once before, but there was a local band that said they were going on their world tour, and they were going to Paris, Texas, and Rome, Texas, and London, Texas.
Jamie says she doesn't have any bowels in her soap either.
Oh, let's see. Pam, I'm jealous of Mike and Elly. My plans were to go to the summer, but breast cancer messed up those plans.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pam.
But she says she's thanking God she's now cancer-free. That is awesome.
Yay.
So hopefully you'll get to go then, now that that's over. Hopefully it stays gone. No.
Have you been drinking after him?
Kim, I don't know if I did get your email. Kim, it says Kim from London. If you could go to our website, livingonadime.com, go to the contact and send, or actually, I might even paste in, I have this thing about our trip.
Jack!
There were a few people that I got messages from, and I just realized I've been so overwhelmed I haven't answered right away that I need to get back with. So if you're one of those people, Kim, I'm sharing that now, but you can also go to our web, if you don't see this,
Okay.
what I just shared in
See a taste tester.
about our
Let's see what you
trip,
think.
then
It's kind of
you
warm.
go to livingonadime.com to the contact form and send an email, and I need to get on responding to all those now, especially since there might be a chance we could meet a few people. So,
Hi,
Eileen
Alberta.
says, "Have you ever watched the World David the Gnome Show?"
The gnome
No! Oh no, we'll have to watch that.
oh.
What do you think? Oh, is it so delicious you're about to pass out? Let me hold you up with my kisses.
Oh, it is
So
so
face-
good.
It's so good. Facebook keeps saying conversation starter, 500 comments,
500 comments so far.
Whoa.
Thanks, guys. Give me a thumbs up.
and then it's telling us that Carol Leanne, Taylor Harris, and 13 others just shared your video.
Thank you, Carol Leanne, Taylor Harris, and the 13 others.
Let's see.
Cool.
What did you think of the cinnamon roll? Was it good?
It was delish.
See?
I only said that because
Come on,
Penny's probably
keep
on.
going.
Oh, Jane says I'm an Airbnb superhost on Kansas Route 66. It's so much fun. We were
Wow.
thinking it would be fun, and we scheduled most of our nights at Airbnb. Although one guy called, I think his flat doesn't like him doing Airbnb, so
Oh no, so did you have to change?
no. Well, so far it seems okay, but that was the one I was. I just realized I've been sharing the egg noodles recipe instead of the cinnamon.
Oh
Oops.
Oh.
Details is bad.
no! Okay, Mike's gonna put the real cinnamon roll. How did nobody find that?
I've shared that like 3 times, the egg noodles recipe instead
Okay,
of cinnamon
Mike's
rolls.
putting the cinnamon roll on right now.
So if your cinnamon rolls come out
Like egg
tasting a
noodles.
little bit like egg noodles,
Noodles for days.
no, it's probably the wrong. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I just pasted that
Yay!
in.
Thank you, Villeneuve. Ordered my soap eCourse.
Thanks,
Yay!
Lori. I hope you love it.
Yeah, guys, this is the last call. I'm not doing any more shows after this, so if you
Wait.
want my ebook,
Any more shows?
well, tonight for the ebook sale for $20.
She's not doing any Dimension. Yeah.
Oh, was that news to you? I quit.
I was like, you're not doing any more shows. What? Jonathan says he went to school in Rome, Georgia.
Oh, that's funny.
And Lori has family in Paris, Tennessee.
Oh, guys, everybody give Elly a thumbs up. She ran to the grocery store and got butter because I had none. And eggs.
What about Dave?
Thank you,
And
Elly.
Dave went with her.
I'm
thank
glad
you
you're in,
so
in,
much.
in the
I
show.
went with her to figure out what the pressure.
She'd have to be in good condition to run to the store.
She'd have to be good condition to run to the store. So I guess
Sorry.
tonight's dinner
Wah,
is cinnamon rolls.
Rebecca says, where can I find soap recipes?
So I have a couple on my website. Mike can put the link in there possibly for you.
Which ones? Where?
Right there. Type in.
Soap?
Yeah. I'll give you. Let's see. Right here.
Just the one recipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one, and then this one too.
Which one? This
That one, yeah. So Michael put 2 recipes. One's a 2-ingredient soap, and the other is my olive oil soap. Are they fresh now? So the 2-ingredient lard soap is super easy, and the olive oil one is the same. It's not hard. It's just you have to measure out more oils. So.
Oops. Sorry, I'm not a very fast multitasker.
That's okay.
Okay, I don't remember who asked, but I'm sharing the recipes now. Sorry, I was a little overwhelmed.
It's tonight's dinner cinnamon rolls.
Linda says I live in Bethlehem, sort of.
Yummy goodness. See, I'm a great mom. I let them eat cinnamon rolls for dinner. We won't mention it's because I forgot to fix dinner, but hey.
Yeah, you know.
Well, we don't need no
details.
stinking dinner. Okay, let's see.
Penny.
Penny.
Lynn, thank you for sharing our Facebook page.
Oh, Penny says I bought your cookbook and just love it. Would like to buy 2 more for my daughters. Too late, or can I still get it with you? We still have them.
Yeah, we still have them, so you can go to our website and order them. They're going to be here.
When Tara was talking about sending them to Amazon to ship for us, that won't be till I get back. Barb is asking what page in the cookbook are these on?
76 in Dining on a Dime cookbook.
Whoa, it's so big.
Oh yeah, so here, let me show you guys. This is what it should look like.
Trinity says hashtag love for Dave, and so does Melissa.
Hashtag tacos for Tara.
Linda, kudos to Elly.
Hashtag Wranglers.
Trinity, hashtag love for Elly.
Wait.
See,
We
you're
need
the
love for
best
Killam family.
daughter for going to the store. I agree.
Marianne, hashtag love for David and Elly.
Yeah, well, yeah. She couldn't get any cell phone reception inside to ask you if it was where the market,
for
because
some
they
reason-
had like everything was called butter there.
For some reason, in King Soopers, like, I can never get cell phone reception to call people. It's specifically that one, though, so I don't know.
Same with Home Depot.
Linda said made your banana cake the other day and your beef taco bake tonight. Both were a hit. Glad to find a use for
Yay.
canned tomato soup.
Yeah.
Mom
makes chili out of canned tomato soup.
Claudia says you're so cute together. You're lucky to have each other.
Um.
Mwah.
Ew. Censored.
Sharon said I would be up for candle making on your channel. We should put that on your soap channel.
I was going to.
Oh, you were? Cool. Linda, I just got the Not Just Beans book, so my Tara Jill collection is now complete.
Wow.
Wow.
That's intense.
And Allison said, Jill, you did a good job with your daughter. Look at her cook. Viv wants to know why we're sharing so many videos from other people on our Facebook.
Just to help them out, because we were little once, so we know what a pain it is to try and get your site going up. So we just thought we would help other people.
Yeah. I think she was just thinking we should promote ourselves more.
Well, we do promote ourselves a lot, but I like
Pat
to
ourselves
help.
on the back.
But I like to help out people who are
little
who are
rat.
just starting out too, because
Elly brought this for me, and this is what's left.
Sorry.
because we were
Hashtag
there
Dave.
at one point too. So I totally get what it's like to have to start from the bottom.
Heather said I used tooth floss to cut my cinnamon rolls. Super easy, and it doesn't smush the dough.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
yeah.
pretty
Dental
cool.
floss works really well. You just slide it under
What about a
and pull
guitar
it.
string? If you had
Yeah,
a guitar
yeah. You could use a
string?
guitar string.
Amy T says you guys inspired me to remake a shoe rack out of bits, costing me nothing. My mindset is changing.
Yay!
Yay, Amy,
good
good
job.
Cool.
That's pretty
Good
good.
show.
Someday we should just show up and knock on Amy's door.
Oh, in Australia? That would be so cool.
She would be so surprised. We'd have to
She'd be like, "Who's what?"
She
Right.
might pass out on the floor.
say we'd have to bring some
Smelling salts.
something.
Right,
We'd have to-
No,
We'd
you have
have
to
to-
bring those things where like you shake them together.
Yeah.
Like,
We'd have to find something to resuscitate her. She would probably die.
Jonathan says I can testify your homemade chocolate syrup recipe is great.
Thank you.
Cassidy said made your granola last night. Yum. Yeah, Kathleen, we were the joke about Oklahoma, and Megan.
Oh.
Then Kathleen said where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and Megan says I'm forever scarred by the wind sweeping down the plain.
I am too. We used to live in southeastern Colorado when I was growing up. That was one of the stories that Mom was telling on her Penny Pension Mama series. And then I moved there later after I got back from Sweden because I was really sick, but I wanted to get Colorado residency because I was going to try and go to college. And I moved back there to my great-grandparents' house, and the wind never stops. You guys have no idea what wind is like until you have lived in southeastern Colorado, southwestern Kansas,
Southern Wyoming.
or southern Wyoming, or northwestern Oklahoma. Oh my word. It is crazy. It never stops. And to put it in perspective, the other day I was looking at Wyoming for houses, and I'm like, well, how bad is the wind there? So Wyoming was 7, Colorado was 8, and southeastern Colorado was 14.
On the wind scale or something?
Yeah, on some sort of scale that they have for wind.
Whew,
And I was like,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
post-traumatic wind-blowing syndrome.
Disorder.
Oh, Lori says, love that y'all help out others. That's what life is all about. I think, meaning when we were
Can I
sharing
touch
videos,
it?
probably.
Yeah.
Okay, poke it.
Mary Ann says, I should have drank my soda fast. Yes, I have to guard the last 3/4 of an ounce before
You're right,
the voice. Let go of that, boy.
Oh, it's child abuse.
Ooh.
Okay, so is this child abuse?
Ah.
You have no idea what child abuse is. Stop it.
Ow.
I need to put a lock on there. Eileen says, any ideas for a teen who's too old for summer camp but too young to get a job?
I don't know. It's hard. You know, they could, they could mow lawns, they could walk dogs, but it's really hard. Have them make soap.
Oh, yes, Jonathan. Sorry, I will share the link.
Have them make soap.
Jonathan was asking for the link to the soap eCourse.
Oh, yeah. So they could volunteer. That's what I did. I volunteered for the summer.
My back hurts.
We'll go sit down like you're
Never.
Let's see. Cindy says, anywhere in eastern Colorado.
Oh, man.
You're back, Cindy. Yay.
Oh, Cindy, hello. Yeah, anywhere in eastern Colorado, from the south to the north. If it's in eastern Colorado, the wind does not stop blowing.
Never.
And it makes Chicago look like a little breeze. I'm telling you.
Linda said, hope Shayla's got a big fridge. If not, she can hang them on the wall by hanging cheap sheet pans.
Yeah, oh, that's a good
idea.
idea. We were thinking about, Mom has this big big steel thing, and we were thinking about putting them all on there, and then my nephew said,
Sorry.
oh my goodness, that could have been viral.
What happened?
I stood up and she pushed the chair, and I was getting ready to sit back down.
Sorry.
And so then my nephew said we should get a map of the United States
Oh,
and put it on there, and then all the countries around the side. Wouldn't that be cool?
That's
Yes.
cool. That's a good idea.
So Amy T says, yes, my husband would come home to a house full of people. I'm not sure he would survive. I'd love it, but he's an only child, so a lot of people to him is 6. And Laura says, it's in the name, my Elly is the best daughter too.
Oh, it's the name.
Yeah, Kathleen says you might use Google Maps to check out Airbnb properties. You know what we did? They don't give you the exact address, but there's a big circle on the map, and I kind of figured that the center of the circle is probably where it is. So I would open up Google in a tab right next to it, and I'd Google that street name, and then I would get to that spot, and I would do the street view, and I'd look around, and I'd think, wow, this is a bad part of town, and this is the alley behind the building in the bad part of town. So we skipped. But that's kind of how we were selecting, too. I'll probably share that on our video about Airbnb. But so far it seems cool. So, let's see. Amy says then you can meet a quokka in person. I don't know if I said that right.
Oh, I looked it up. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
Becky says it takes a lot of pressure to make wind, and it makes her fibro hurt worse. That's interesting. So I was pretty much bedridden when I lived there, and I wonder if that's why. I'll bet you anything, because I know when the pressure changes, I get really sick. So that makes sense. Huh, interesting.
So I'm wondering,
So,
your mom's talking about some ebook that she doesn't know we carry, and I'm not sure which one it is. Somehow I missed that in the description. Oh, looks like Anna's going. Good night, Anna. That was Anna on YouTube side.
Yes, I was chatting on Big Family Homestead soap making video today.
And then she was calling them saying, "You guys need to not underestimate yourselves."
And I'll tell you guys, I told them they were charging way too little for their soap. So if you want some of their soap, you better go get it because they're charging way too little for it.
Oh, Kathleen said Seattle, Washington used to have a youth summer work program. I was in it for 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Go to parkour.
Hashtag parkour.
Although it's really expensive if you're not like a college student.
Cheryl wants to know if you could upgrade your kitchen. What would you do first?
Well,
Upgrade a house.
yeah, we'd have to upgrade a house because there is no room in our kitchen to upgrade. But if you're me,
blow out the back wall and push it back about 15 feet.
okay, so here's for me. I was just thinking about this yesterday when my dishwasher was not working properly. What I would do is I would get a Bosch dishwasher and I would spend $1,000 to buy it if I could.
That?
It's the dishwasher. No, it's the dishwasher we had in Andover. And you guys don't appreciate it, but it is quiet and it gets the dishes clean.
What?
The dishwasher washing drives me crazy. And that Bosch actually worked.
What?
So if you have the money, what are we high-fiving?
Bandana Grandma says, Tara, your shout out today helped put me over the 1,000 subscriber mark.
Yay,
Thanks so very
Bandana! You're welcome. Now do a giveaway.
That'll push you up even higher?
Yeah. Do some seeds or something. And so if it was me, I would get a good dishwasher first because I get so tired of the dumb dishwasher. Just 2 days ago, everybody was like, well, these dishes aren't clean. These dishes aren't clean. These dishes aren't clean. I'm like, I know, but we got to clean the filter again. And Mike said, well, we got to clean the filter. Gotta clean the filter. So finally, I just put all the dishes up.
Happy little eCourse videos. Bookkeeping taxes. I gotta go out of the country next week.
Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. So I would get a really good dishwasher like a Bosch, and I know they're $1,000, but honestly, I would sell your oldest child to get it because it's worth.
Or whichever one is the most troublesome.
Yeah, or whichever one's the most troublesome. No, I mean seriously, that's what I would do. And the other thing is, I would get a cook stove or stovetop that's ceramic or glass if you like cooking with electric. Now, I know some people don't like cooking with electric. They'll do gas, and that's fine. But I like electric, but I love this because you can clean. It's so easy, and stuff doesn't fall down in the burners and all that. I would get that and a self-cleaning oven. She asked, so I'm telling her. So then, in the kitchen.
Hold on a second. Good night, Miss May.
Oh, good night.
In the UK?
Go to bed. It's late there. Then in the kitchen sink, for me, and you guys have probably seen it in my videos, but Dave, can you come over to the kitchen sink? We used to have a really tiny kitchen sink, and now
Mike is the king of changing sinks.
Mike is the king of changing sinks. I'm like, I cannot stand the sink. Our sink was like this big. It had two things that were really small. So I changed it to this great big kitchen sink now. Okay, Dave, you can come back to me. And it's all one. Now I would either do that or have a great big one with a tiny thing on the side. But here's the thing. Put on the one that has the big and then the tiny on the side, they put the disposal on the side. That's dumb. Put this disposal in the middle, in the actual sink part. I don't know why they did it the other way around at one house. I know. So those are the things I would change. I wouldn't get expensive cabinets. I would get easy sliding cabinets, but I wouldn't get expensive ones. Yes, Dave?
Jesse wants to know, did BJ have the Lyme disease test?
Yes, but we still have to wait 2 more weeks to get the results.
Zoinks.
Yeah.
Mindy says, I just made the white cake and dying on a dime. What should I do with the leftover egg yolks?
Scrambled eggs
Oh.
use them in other baking. You could just use it for other baking, like to bake bread or whatever. Cinnamon rolls.
Would you do like 2 yolks for 1 egg then?
Yeah, I would probably do 2 yolks for 1 egg.
Have a good weekend, Marianne. Charlene wants to know where's the best state for fibro. We need a commune there.
Oh, no kidding. Colorado's pretty good. It's dry
It's better.
and not humid, but
It's better up at that remote cabin in the park off of Fall River Road.
yes.
And we know
Oh,
the
dude.
secret place where it is if you
Yeah.
want to go there.
If an EMP strike happens and we have to find a place to live.
Yeah, the weather affects people differently. So like for me, the heat and humidity make me really sick, but the winter cold doesn't so much. So,
So you wouldn't live in Hawaii?
well, I would maybe live in Hawaii. I don't know.
Dude, that is so humid.
I'm not into sand.
Oh.
What about the black sand?
But I could
don't
get
like
used to
sand.
the sand at Padre Island.
I think maybe we should make our own fibromyalgia living on a dime commune and not tell anybody where it's at.
Turid says, Chris in Norway, we were at 1:44 in the night.
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much for being here, but
Turret,
you can
that's
go to
so
bed.
nice. Go to bed, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
5:45 p.m. here in Colorado.
Yeah.
Which is
All right,
currently,
any last comments?
There were a couple more here. Marianne wants to know how you're going to manage without me.
I'm going to manage just fine.
I was thinking I'd come back and be appreciated.
Finally.
Finally, yes.
Sullivan's
And Cheryl wanted to
homestead.
know if you make your own aprons. 'Cause that
I
one's cute.
appreciate you. Mom made me this apron, which, by the way, when we hit 50,000 subscribers, Mom has an apron already made for one of our viewers. So if you subscribe to our channel, you could win an apron made by Mom.
Woo.
My
Yep.
grandma did say she was going to have a giveaway, and I can't remember where that comment is.
The Nan herself.
Because I was going to say what she said she was thinking
Oh.
about giving away.
Tell us again, Bandana, what you're going to give away. Mike's lost the comment.
She says, I plan to do a giveaway, maybe a crocheted item, seeds, or a book.
Oh, nice.
That would be awesome. Alrighty. Well, is that it for today?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Jamie said you were looking pale and she thinks you're doing too much. She's going to
I
come over
am
here and
doing
smack
too
you.
much.
I added that
fine.
part about smacking you, Jamie. I figured I could read your mind.
See, what's happening is we're doing all this work because we don't have paid vacation because we're self-employed. So Mike has to cram 3 weeks worth of work into, a week.
Sullivan Homesteader's husband is going in for another surgery on Monday.
Oh, another one? Oh, dear.
Ugh.
So,
We'll pray that it goes well. Sorry. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Please like, subscribe, share. Give us thumbs ups because it helps us, and watch our videos as long as you can. That helps us. And anything else I'm forgetting?
Yeah, was it Kim? I was thinking, yeah, Kim, if you're still on, if you haven't emailed me yet, email me because, yeah, Elly and I are going to be in London for several days. So, anyway.
Guys.
All right.
We'll see you later. Have a good night. We'll be back Monday for enchiladas, Mike's favorite dinner, his last dinner at home
Aww.
for 3 weeks until he goes eats all that good European food.
Yep.
Wait a minute, they're in European in England, aren't they? Are they considered Europe?
yeah,
Yes.
all of that area is considered Europe.
Are they?
Oh, Jonathan said,
Couldn't
hope to see
remember.
Mike on Monday before the trip.
He should be here, unless he has a heart attack from all the work.
By Monday, I'm going to be thinking, let it go, let it go.
I don't need work anymore.
Good luck with this, dear. All
All
right.
right, guys, visit us at livingonadime.com.
Have a great weekend.
Mr. Sicko, here's a kiss from Nan.
Bye, Facebook. See you, YouTube.
I'm sorry you were so sick.
Everything has been shut